Okay, hello, this is ZMan96 here, and we're going to be talking about the 2016 quarterback market. As you all know, the market is very weak this year, and well, a lot of the big name quarterbacks, are already starting to fall off the market already. As you know, Kirk Cousins got a fucking franchise tag, which is about $19 million this year, all guaranteed. Sam Bradford signed a 2-year, $36 million contract. I think $22 million of that is guaranteed. So another huge contract for a mediocre at best quarterback. That goes for. Cousins is also mediocre as well, but you can at least make a case for him. I think he at least made the playoffs. Bradford has been injury prone his entire career and sucked when he is healthy, so it's kind of just disgraceful that he got a huge contract like that. But surprisingly, the one that pisses me off the most is there's a report out there that Brock Osweiler has been offered a contract for 3 years worth $45 million. Now, at least the other two quarterbacks have played. This guy has 7 starts under his belt. I mean, that's pathetic for 7. I mean, I understand he was sitting behind Peyton Manning, but you don't give someone that kind of money when he only has 7 starts. You just don't do that. It defies all logic, and especially when in those 7 starts. I mean, he went 5-2, but he played poorly. 10 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. I think his QBR was under 50. Those are terrible numbers. I'm not sure what Bradford is. I'm sure his numbers were probably even worse than Osweiler's, and Bradford got $18 million. So you could use that argument to justify the offer of Osweiler, which, in all honesty, he's probably going to get even more than the 3 years, 45, because, that's what they're offering him before he's even hit free agency. Once you get the free agency, that's when the money actually rolls in. So it starts on March 9th. I think they can start negotiating on Monday. When they go negotiating with our teams. So his contract should be even bigger than that. So, and right now he's the biggest name at the quarterback market. It's just that weak this year, so he could end up being $20 million, $20 million a year man, which is just insane when you could think about the fact he has 7 starts. I don't think he'll get $20 million, but he could end up with around 18 or 19 a year. Around Cousins, Bradford money. It's just that the kind of money that's thrown to these guys. Cousins, he has had 1 good year. Yeah. Which is why they gave him the franchise tag. They didn't give him a long-term extension. It would have been stupid to do so. I'm not going to give them too much shit for that deal because it's a 1-year deal. So, yeah. But Bradford, he's had 0 good years. He's been around since 2010. He was drafted. He's been around all this time. He's played terribly, injury prone. So somehow that translates to $18 million a year. It makes no sense to me. And the fact is, the only reason they're getting this kind of money is because the quarterback market this year is shit. Let's say Osweiler takes the deal. Who's left? Possibly once the Redskins release RG3, he'll be left. Whenever they end up releasing him, I have no idea when. So he will be the big name. Can you imagine what he's going to get? Because, like Kirk Cousins, he had that 1 good year. So, and he can run, which a lot of people value. I really don't, but today they do. So he could make a case, search something around what Bradford makes, because RG3's record is probably better than Bradford's. I'm not going to quote me on that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Despite how shitty he's played in recent years, RG3 we can still make the case he's a much better quarterback than Bradford. If for no other reason that he at least had 1 good year. Bradford has had no good years. So you could make the case RG3 could end up with around 18 million a year, which is fucking ridiculous. I mean, you have guys like Brady. I think Flacco also took a pay cut. Those guys taking pay cuts. Those are the big name quarterbacks. They have won championships. These three guys, Bradford, Osweiler was on the Broncos championship, so whatever. But Bradford, Cousins, RG3, those guys are nowhere close to contending for championships. They aren't going to get anywhere. But they are getting paid. They will most likely get paid like they are championship quarterbacks. The Pro Bowl quarterbacks. It doesn't make any sense. It's all because there isn't a single legit quarterback on the market. I mean, there usually never is, because all good quarterbacks are locked up long term. They don't get the chance to go to free agency. The fact that these quarterbacks are going to free agency tells you how bad they are. I mean, it's like you don't play with elite quarterbacks like this. But yeah. But they're going to be paid like they're elite, which is what bothers me. And the one that really offends me, I mean, Bradford, that contract just pisses me off. Because he's had 6 years. 6 seasons of mediocrity. At best, you could say he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. I mean, at best, he's mediocre. At best. Apparently, that translates to $18 million a year. That, along with all the ridiculous amount of money he already made from that fucking, what did he get, when he signed as a rookie, it was 6 years, $67 million. It was a stupid amount of money. So, yeah. Bradford, I don't get, I don't understand any of these quarterbacks getting paid. I mean, you're just paying for the position, but even still, that kind of money. I mean, argument against Bradford and Cousins. They're not very good. They haven't had much. Bradford's had no success. Cousins hasn't one good year. Argument against Osweiler. He's played 7 fucking games. It's ridiculous to give him that kind of money. I mean, no, you don't give him $15 million a year. No, especially when your team is built around their defense like Denver is. Honestly, I would let him go before I gave him $15 million. I would take my luck in the draft. I mean, just being honest. I mean, that's true for all these quarterbacks. That Cousins, I can accept him getting a franchise tag. It's a 1-year deal. I don't think he's going to make 19 a year when he gets a long-term deal. I just don't see that happening. But why would you sign Bradford, Osweiler, or RG3 where you could just draft someone now? And you can't say whoever they draft is going to be worse than these guys. I mean, I can't see it. Of course, there's going to be some bad quarterbacks, but you already know what you have in the other guys. Except for Osweiler, because he has no fucking experience and is not worth 15 a year, simply for the fact he doesn't have experience and has played poorly when he has played. So yeah, I would just take a rookie over these guys. I mean, at least you don't have to pay them rookies huge dollars, thanks to the collective bargaining agreement. So yeah, that's the state of the quarterback market. It is absolute dog shit. That's all you really need to know. None of these quarterbacks are worth huge dollars. But so far, they're all getting huge dollars. It makes no sense. It's probably going to be remembered as one of the worst, years for the quarterback market in recent memory. I mean, it's just that terrible. I can't think of a single good quarterback out there. I mean, say what you want about Osweiler, at least a winning record, but it was a defense-led team, so I'm not gonna I really don't give him much credit for that 5-2 record. Games he played poorly in, so yeah, I'm pretty much done with this rant. So see ya.